Oh, hey there everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to the ASUS ROG Play It Cool Community Challenge. Now, it's that time of the year where things are getting a bit festive, and I would like everybody to start this stream off by feeling the Christmas spirit. So I'm going to light this candle. Just give it, sorry, 1 second. There we go. We did it, everybody. We lit the candle. Thank you. Yeah, now, thanks, guys. Now that the Christmas spirit is wafting in the air and alight next to me, why don't we start the show off? Welcome. Welcome everybody to the ASUS ROG Play It Cool Community Challenge. I am Parla, also known as Mantruse, and I'm joined by Natu, aka Father Christmas, Santa Kist, also known as Sadakist, and then Henry Grinch over on the end. Look at him, he's already in a bad mood, isn't he? Guys,
just this time of year, man, gets me depressed.
How are you all doing?
Very well.
Yeah, great.
I'm a bit disappointed, actually.
Why?
Because I was hoping you would light your hair on fire by accident when you lit that candle.
Well, you know, I was under pressure and I succeeded.
Do you know what the good news is?
What?
We've already lit the candle for James Bardoff today. Rip James Bardoff.
The criticism to Bardolph has been running thick all weekend, and I believe he's got to say. Can you hear us, James? Okay, well, try not to hear too much because you won't like what you hear.
It's going to be a different kind of roast than usual.
Every shot he misses, I'm taking the shots. Ready to
Ruthless.
So.
I mean, why is that, Henry? Why?
Because me and him, we go back a long time. I played all of CS with him, and I don't know if you've ever experienced it yourself, but being on a Counter-Strike server with Bardolph can be one of the most stressful things you'll ever go through in your life. But,
I can't say I've had that honour yet. And hey, sneezing is part of the whole thing, right? Sneezing is Christmas, sneezing is winter.
Sneezing is Christmas.
What? You what now, mate?
Oh, guys, you know, I'm just trying to help out my brother Santa Kist, all right? But, you know, guys, how's it feel to be here in this crazy studio? What's going on with all of this? It's beautiful. It's elegant.
Yeah, how did they manage all this?
I think it's pretty awesome. I want this as a coffee table at home. I think it's pretty cool. Little ice block.
It could melt
my
if you put
igloo in
coffee on it,
Canada.
though.
To be fair, this is like a fun event, right? But the production is like off the scale. It's like the best looking set I've seen in years. It's kind of crazy.
I think, we've all been here before.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
we've all been here before, right?
Yep.
And this is probably the craziest we've ever seen it.
Oh, yeah.
He's not. I don't think
Henry
you have.
actually hasn't. So
first time you guys taking my DreamHack Studio Cherry. So what better guys to be with to do that?
And what a better time to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And in an amazing time like this, and we've got a pretty insane show lined up with some pretty interesting twists and turns. And so why don't we first see, you know, the format of everything and how this whole thing is going to run.
ASUS ROG Play It Cool CSGO Community Challenge contains a one Play It Cool All-Star team with 3 pro players, 1 caster, and the winning player of the ASUS ROG Play It Cool Challenge at DreamHack Winter. They will play against 5 online qualified teams known as the Challengers. A total of 5 maps will be played where each Challenger team will take on the Play It Cool All-Star team in a best of 1. The All-Star players also compete individually. The goal is to play it cool and lower their own individual temperature. Frags and knife kills will decrease the temperature, while deaths will increase the temperature. The player with the lowest temperature after 5 maps wins. ASUS ROG will award the winning All-Star player with a $5,000 donation to a charity of their choice. If a Challenger team succeeds to defeat the Play It Cool All-Star team, they will receive a $2,000 prize. The Challenger team players also compete for prizes from ASUS ROG. best overall performance will receive an ASUS ROG G752 gaming laptop worth €2,000. Also, best sniper, best rifler, best pistoler, and coolest move will win prizes from ASUS ROG.
Look at that piece of kit. That is,
lovely.
I think, the world's first liquid-cooled gaming laptop. And, you know, I think I've got some liquid cooling on my PC. It just helps so much with lowering temperatures and thus increasing speeds and stuff.
And to think about that, the laptop having like a desktop-grade graphics card in it in itself is pretty nutty.
Yeah, I mean, have you guys had a chance to use it yet? I was fiddling around with the one over my shoulder, which is on screen right now, and it is a beast of a machine.
Yeah, well, that's what you need, like, to be able to overclock. Like, it's nice to have that backup of the liquid cooling, right? You know, it's going to be reliable. You're not going to be taking risks. Like, normally, overclocking laptops isn't advised, I would say, but the fact you have that to fall back onto, and it means it's a lot more transportable, and you can take it to events and stuff. That's like a big benefit. So I saw the guys playing on as well. They're all playing on those today. Like, it looks so smooth. The game very high.
You can play, you can stream on them at the same time.
Yeah.
60 FPS,
right,
no problem.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I haven't had a chance to play with it myself, but I remember you played on a very similar laptop at Copenhagen Games, and like a BYOC tournament for anyone that wants to bring a piece of kit that can compete and be completely applicable in that situation and make it easily transportable. I mean, that's
I use one of those at home. That's my main PC right now.
Like, why would you bring a big tower to every event?
Yeah.
Like, there you go, done.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if they used it land and stuff. I definitely feel like they could be. A huge shout out, of course, to ASUS. Guys, should we talk a bit about the format? Maybe, Henry, take it away.
What's interesting about this format is, right, obviously CS is a very team-orientated game. Like, a lot of people will look at stats and stuff, but traditionally the people in the know, it's not about the stats and how many frags you get. It's about how you operate as a unit and as a team going forward on certain maps, right? But today, what's really cool is we're going to see some of these world-class players let off the leash. You've got GetRight, you've got Shoxy, Maikelele, actually competing for the frags. They're going to be going all out. And players like Shoxy especially, in his prime, he can be one of the world's best fraggers. So seeing him just going absolutely ham today, just trying to get all the frags available, that's going to be really fun to watch. That's why it's a little bit different in terms of these guys. Obviously won that $5,000 donation to their charity, so they want to make sure they get the most frags here today. So that's going to be kind of cool.
Matt, what do you think about the whole point scoring system, which we'll go into a bit more deeply shortly, but
I think
it can kind of lead some interesting situations, right?
I think it's going to be hilarious. I'm predicting at least one loss to a challenger team today based on... Yeah, potentially. Just based on the fact that, like, GetRight, for example, is going to be like, I want all 5 kills this round. I'm going to get them. I'm going to get the points for myself. And he's going to, like, run out, do something crazy, end up dying. They're going to put themselves in these, like, odd man situations. I think on that note, too, like, individually, like, I think the player's consistent is going to win. So, like, Lolz1e, if he just, like, does his own thing and these guys get carried away with each other.
Well, we know that guy can aim, right? He had to win, like,
he had to win the 1v1 competition.
So he can play the game, right? And like Matt said, if for some reason these guys are just going purely for frags and they're being a little bit too audacious, I don't think Lolz1e is going to finish last, you know. Like, well, we know Bardov's going to finish last, but
sorry.
That's
we already know that.
We know that much,
Let me get Nartu's opinion on this next bit. So we've got the 3 pro players. We've got Shox, Maikelele, and GetRight, and then we've got Lolz1e, the competition winner, and then we've also got Bardov. Who do you think is going to be performing best out of these guys?
Shoxy, man.
Lolz1e. Come on, Lolz1e.
That's a hard question. The interesting thing for me right now is when you think about these 3 guys, Maikelele, Shox, and GetRight, they're all sort of an artist type players, and they're all right. When it comes to you have Shoxy is a monster. He can just run around alone, destroying everyone. GetRight, the lurker master, just doing his own thing. Doesn't matter, what everyone else is doing. Maikelele, obviously a really good opper, and generally just a really good player. So I think, Henry saying Shoxy is I think, a fair point to make.
In terms of raw skill, going right down to nitty-gritty, I think Shoxy, in terms of like deathmatch style, he's going to be the one with the best aim and like the most explosive play style. That guy, when he's like on form, he's like incredible. So in terms of who's going to be the best today, I think I would predict to be him if we're going to go with anyone.
Yeah, and so before we move on to like our next little segment, these guys, who are they facing off against? It's people that have qualified online. So, and these guys have something to win as well, right?
Well, they get $2,000 per. This is best of one, 5 best of ones today. And if you win one map, you get $2,000, right? So obviously, these aren't just random mixed teams. These are actual teams that have qualified online. They've gone through a huge process to like beating all these different teams. So this is why it's interesting. They know what map they're going to be playing. They're going to be prepared for this. It's not like 5 random people who don't know each other. It's actual competition and winners that are going through to actually.
And then you go on the Bardov scouting report. Where does Bardov play?
What does that scouting report look like?
Go where
I wouldn't even want to
playing.
think it. Yeah, find the weakest link. Attack James Bardov.
Oh wow! The claws are coming out. Well, guys, we've established now that we've got this team of all-stars, but a team of all-stars is nothing without team bonding, and the guys had a bit of that yesterday.
It feels, I mean, I was kind of nervous, so it's kind of cool, and they're my idols, so it's amazing. It's just for a day, but it's still, you know, amazing. Yeah, I mean, I've not met them in real life. I've never like talked to them, but of course they seem like, you know, kind of like normal people, but with a very cool profession. Hey.
Tjena! Hur är läget?
Bra.
Tjena.
Tjena. Yeah.
I don't speak Swedish, but must be Lolz1e. How are you?
I'm
Sorry
good.
about that.
Hi. Same.
You looking forward to playing with these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not very good. It's actually a big myth, you know.
Actually,
it's all
I'm really good, but he's not that.
I'm just terrible. I'm just there for entertainment.
Hola, amigos! Dude, we've been waiting for you.
Yeah,
How's it going? Oh, dude, we got to go for the hug. Everyone's here. Lolz1e. Hello. Michael and hello. Right. That's a pretty interesting handshake. Hello. Guys, I think we should go do some team building. You know, get everyone together, get the vibes going. Lolz1e needs to meet you guys properly, and so I think we're starting off with some activities. I'm trying to install myself to be a driver, like a pilot, you know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. It's always important to win when you are a competitor, you know? Always. I'm not playing for a loser. Huh, Michael? You ready? I'm not racing, bro. I'm ready.
I have never driven a car in my life. I'm gonna be last, I think.
I'm not here to win, I'm here to have fun.
Come on! Come on!
You lucky bastard!
Yeah, he's super down-to-earth guy. It's very surprising to know actually he's just 14. I mean, when you talk to him, he seems a lot older than he is.
14?
Yeah. So it's very young, you know, so it's pretty cool, and it's a cool experience to get to know someone that you're not, you know, you normally do, especially when we're pro players and so on, and we always play against each other or with each other and like mixes on online. So it's gonna be a fun experience to play with him a little bit and get to know him even better.
Oh, you're gonna take everything! Oh no! Oh!
I mean, it was exciting. It's always nice to like meet somebody that you look kind of up to, and especially when you've actually played for so long and looked up to these players so long and actually be with them for a day. It's cool.
You won it. I actually predicted you to win it, and you did it.
Imagine if Pasha was there, he was like...
I don't know. It's like bubbling up.
Give me 1 point at least, what the fuck? Oh, ja. Så jävla bra Motte! Fan vad glad jag blir att se det.
Can do like this? You want to? No.
It's really hard. You throw it and it falls over. I don't know.
It's fun to meet him, you know. He's not like not social. He's very social, like talking to everyone, and, like sharing, you know, and that's important. And he's sharing his visions, like what he want to do, and that's also awesome to hear, you know. So it feels good.
And first place, like 6 points. Lolz1e.
Well deserved.
Right? It was really nice. I mean, I loved all the game. It was except even if I lost and he cheated a bit, but nevertheless it was really nice, and all the spirit was kind of fun and familiar, and I really enjoyed it. It was really like a good experience.
I agree.
Hug it in. Okay. You can go.
Absolutely savage there. Shox just straight away with the cheating allegations. I mean, when it comes to Counter-Strike, that's touchy stuff, Shox. But what do you guys think of that?
Looks like a fun day.
It was a fun day.
The whole family.
It really was.
I would have enjoyed that.
Fun.
I would have enjoyed that. Shuffleboard.
Sadly, I was sleeping because I was jet lagged. They
Yeah.
did try and get me to go along, but apparently I just missed that entirely.
Mate, you were just knocked out. But I tell you who did have fun. Lolz1e had an awesome time. And I'm going to go chat to him, and then we'll have a little chat about him back here on the sofa. So if you don't mind, guys, can I be excused?
Sure.
You may.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, guys.
Hopefully not too soon.
Just don't do a similar.
Yeah.
I won't do a seminar.
That's
I
my
would love
favourite
that
video.
right now.
still. Isn't
I won't do a
it?
seminar.
That's so good.
I mean, I'm already doing a parlor, though, aren't I?
That's true.
Doing a parlour.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I'll tell you what. Before we go and speak to Lolz1e, we're gonna talk a bit more, and maybe show another video. All right? How does that sound?
Oh, wow.
I know which video is going
We
to be.
may as
Actually.
well.
This is a nice one.
Yeah, go, Henry. Why don't you give us a little rundown of it then?
I'm going to hope it's the paintballing one.
Yeah. Well, I think that is that could be correct.
Actually, no, it's brilliant.
Because my understanding that we were
It's a surprise, Henry.
Yeah, that's all. That's what
Yeah,
we're going
okay,
for.
there
I
we
didn't
go.
think you'd actually interrogate me about it.
No,
So I was gonna-
it's no problem. We're not actually going to get to the paintball yet, but
Okay.
that's a little surprise for later, little
Right.
spoiler there. But what we are going to look at before we talk to Lolz, hey, come on,
Oh, sorry,
you
man.
threw yourself out there, Henry.
know.
I took you by the neck and I hung you out to dry.
Yeah, well, that's going to
Man,
happen.
how many times do I have to tell you, Paula? Wringing people by the neck at esports is not recommended.
Well,
Too
okay. Well, guys, why don't we get into Lolz1e's way into the all-star team? Because, you know, this kid, he had to do a pretty intense, you know, setup to get here, and it's a pretty awesome story.
Innan slutspelet så kände jag jag kommer att komma igenom där, kände jag liksom nästan direkt. Men sen här så kändes det som alla var riktigt bra. Och absolut i finalen, han var riktigt bra. Jag trodde inte jag skulle vinna. Det känns sjukt. Jag hade aldrig kunnat gissa det. Jag spelar inte egentligen så mycket längre. Det var förut. Men nu spelar jag egentligen mest för kul. Liksom med kompisar och vi kommer ganska långt så. Men jag trodde aldrig detta skulle hända. Det är drömmen. Det är sjukt. Man har alltid drömt om det, men man trodde aldrig det skulle hända.
Okay, well now I'm here with the man himself, or the kid himself. He's only 14. Lolz1e, how are you doing, young man? How are you feeling?
I'm ready to wreck.
Yeah, we had a brief chat before, and you were feeling quite confident.
Yeah.
Can you explain that a bit? You know, what is it that's making you feel so positive about this whole thing?
Because I play with pros, so there's going to be a low chance that I'm going to lose.
Yeah, well, you know, in comparison to them, how do you think you're going to do?
Not good.
Yeah?
We'll try.
Well, so, you know, as you already know, there's this whole point scoring system. There's the thermostat. There's the temperature system. Do you think that these guys might be too obsessed with outdoing each other in terms of that and maybe knifing and getting all the points that way, that you could maybe come out on top of the tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Do you have any tactics going into it?
No, not really.
Well, are you... Because you're going to be playing guys that are really wanting to win. They have a chance of winning money, the people that are playing against you guys. Does that make you feel nervous at all that it's actually a real competition?
No, not really. I mean, I'm just going to play like I usually play, and
Yeah.
it's going to be the same, so.
Wicked. Well, that's very professional that you're already just straight away feeling relaxed and comfortable. Final thing then, just in general, what does it mean to be here, sitting next to the likes of Maikelele, Shox, Get Right? It must be an amazing feeling,
Yeah,
right?
it's really cool.
Did you ever imagine something like this could happen?
No.
Yeah?
I usually just watch streams and be like, wow, I want to be like them, and now I'm sitting here.
Yeah, because your eventual goal, we spoke yesterday over dinner, your eventual goal is that you could potentially want to be a CS professional, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll just have to see if it happens. Lolz1e, best of luck. Any final words to anyone out there?
I love you.
Charming young man. Thank you so much, Lolz1e. We are now going to head back over to the sofa, and my wonderful friends that are already laughing away.
Friends.
Natu's dancing. What are you dancing about?
Just loving life. Christmas time, everything. It's great, right?
This
Yeah,
is
well,
Natty's
I
favourite
really
time of
hope
year.
at some point we get some presents because, you know,
Wow, putting
God,
it
you know
out
what
there.
happened last time, Paula?
we're getting into the Christmas spirit, and we're getting into what do you guys
I
feel?
will say, this is the most amount of company Henry's ever had on Christmas.
It's true. Like,
Henry
this
Grinch.
is not normal for me. I'm
Yeah.
feeling a little bit, a little bit
Out of your
overwhelmed.
place right now.
Yeah,
What
like
does
that.
Christmas mean to you guys? Let's start with you, Naughty.
Don't ask me this.
For me, it's always been
Should I go?
it's family time. It's yeah, I just love it, like winding down, not doing anything specific, just nice dinner with the family, Christmas presents for the kids.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get one or two if I'm being,
If you've been
nice
a
or
good
not.
boy.
Yeah, usually I'm not, so
Matt, what
doesn't
about,
work for me too well.
what about you, Matt?
Huge family and tradition for me and my family. We always we have a very traditional day. We start off. It's very
Boiled
formal
moose or
and-
something like that?
Yeah,
Is that-
if you want to be full Canadian, that would actually be delicious. I don't know if you
Boiled
can boil.
moose
I don't know if
is
you can boil
delicious
it, but moose meat is delicious. Anyway,
Okay,
more to the
all
point.
right, all
For
right.
me this year, it's going to be a good. We always take a point to reflect upon the year we've had, and for me this year's been actually awesome, coming to fruition, as you would say, Henry, in the CS scene. So this year's going to be spending time at home, relaxing, reflecting, and enjoying my company of friends and family that I don't often see all year. So.
For me, it's an isolated, solitary, depressing, solo
Green.
experience, listening to sad music.
Yeah.
Maybe have some food, but mainly just being alone.
I'll message you, make sure you're okay.
And talking about if it's a sad and lonely experience, what food are you eating when you're on your own,
Okay,
Henry?
last year, you like this? I think I had a chicken pie with baked beans. that was the Christmas meal last year.
I think I'm flying you into my place.
Yeah, see,
This man
Father
needs to be
Christmas
saved.
always comes through to help out Henry Grinch, and that's what eventually warms his heart. That's the storyline, right? Well, before we get into presents, talking a bit more about presents, do not forget ASUS have a wonderful competition going on their Facebook page, which is facebook.com/ASUS ROG. Please do go and check it out. But now, presents, you know, I mentioned them for a reason, and that's because we have a tree over there. An absolutely beautiful snow-laden tree.
That's the only snow we have in all of Stockholm.
it's a beautiful day today.
really?
It's sunny, right?
Yeah, it's actually quite nice.
Okay, well, I'm going to go over there because there's a present for me. What kind of presents would you guys like for Christmas?
I've asked for a few things. I want a gimbal for my GoPro so I can, make better handheld videos.
Gimbal.
Battery brick. And a destination
those
vacation
are-
with Henry Greer.
That's where we're going away together, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna try.
You
some.
are?
We're gonna go.
Where are you guys going away together?
It's a secret. We're eloping.
Are you eloping?
Yeah.
So that's the thing where you're avoiding marriage to something?
No, that's when you go away to get married privately,
Oh,
like
privately.
in a secluded area, away from
Alright.
family.
We
Just
do
go
need-
get
we
it
need a
over
witness,
with.
Paula, so
Yeah, you can
can
come
you
along.
play your cards right?
Yeah,
Then you
I'm okay. I'm busy on that day.
Yeah, we haven't told you what it is.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, I
fine.
can't hear you. Anyway, let's head over to our wonderful Christmas tree. If you haven't seen it already, we've got some fantastic stuff underneath here. Is my microphone okay, production? Please let me know. If it's not, well, sorry, everybody. Right here, we've got the Logitech. It's kind of like the Logitech, my bad, sorry, ASUS. That was absolutely terrible. My co-hosts are just mocking me. And I don't blame them, because look at me. Yeah, the ASUS little brother here, the G752. And this is an absolutely wonderful laptop, which I'm going to bring over to the desk for Father Christmas to open. All right?
Don't let Henry open it, because he'll throw it across the room. We've seen that happen.
Yeah.
So ungrateful.
All right. Please,
Oh,
you did
sure.
this off camera and you did it fantastically, and I can't do it myself, so please go ahead.
Snow?
And
Oh, yeah,
take
that's
it.
more elegant. I'm sorry.
That's a lot of
That's
snow.
actually his dandruff. That's what happens when you have long hair.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That's how we decorated the tree.
Let's look at this beautiful thing. Just watch it fall out.
No, of course.
Yeah.
No, of course.
So this is like,
that is really
this is it, the
nice
G752
Presentation is pretty cool.
game. And this is the laptop that you can actually win by taking part in the Facebook competition. Do you want some help there,
Probably a
Father?
good thing you
Wanna
didn't
take
drop
this?
it then.
I don't want to drop it.
Do you want me? Oh, you want me to actually take
Yeah,
it? Oh, I thought
please
you were.
do.
Yeah, I got it.
Don't give it
And
to
now I'm
Henry, he'll
leaving.
take it and
We're
run.
gone. Christmas has come true. I'm out of here. This is what I wanted.
Okay.
Should I open it?
Yeah,
well,
I
it's
mean,
too
do
late
you
now,
want
I've
to give a
already
little
done so.
rundown of what you think when you open it up, the way it feels?
The build quality is really good. The hinge is actually really nice, which is my concern with laptops always, because multiple use on hinges.
Yeah.
It does feel really good.
So, guys, if you want a laptop with a good hinge,
Yeah,
this
that's
is-
actually a really good hinge.
That's the static
I'm
review.
really
right?
picky about that because I've broken a number of hinges over the years. So that is first thing I look at when I look
It's
at
just a
build
nice
quality. This
overall
guy's
package,
solid.
isn't it? It's like a
Yeah.
nice condensed keyboard. It's not too big. It's not too small.
We need
Screen
to see
looking
it.
very nice.
Yeah.
It's got a huge spec on there. You can see the graphics card will be like 970M.
Yeah.
I've actually got the same one in one of my laptops. It's actually a very good card. It's
got
got
macro
CS as well. You
keys
can
as
actually
well.
play CS on that as well.
It's got macro keys, which says that obviously it's running a driver that you can preset everything.
You'd hope so.
Yeah.
Well, and
it's
also,
awesome.
everyone, do not forget to tweet at us, with all the relevant hashtags, and do get
For a
involved in the
17-inch.
competition online, because you can win this
Yeah.
amazing piece of kit, which my co-hosts seem to be absolutely fascinated with by
Yeah,
now.
I'm just gonna keep this
Think
one.
about it. It's 17-inch, and it's not that big of a laptop. Still, all
Yeah,
things
it's quite
considered.
slick actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, guys. Well, if you want to maybe should we set the laptop on the desk and then face
Sure.
it towards the screen, or face towards the camera?
Oh, why am I the one doing this? If I drop it, I'll go here so I don't block the trophy.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Just block Pala.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking instead. We'll just get rid
guys,
of
we've got
Paula.
a crane
Here, I'm
camera.
gonna do this.
I'm never going to be blocked. We've got crane cameras, we've got stationary cameras,
There.
wonderful
That is a
people
great shot.
operating
Look at
them.
that.
So, let's talk a bit more about the All-Stars, and the game coming up. What are your for the first game, because that's like the settling in period. What do you think could happen? Wait,
Do we know the first map? I think it's Cash's first map, maybe? Jeez.
Oh wow! I always wanted to have long hair like you, Paula.
It's going to set the tone for the rest of the day, Paula. We're going to see what these guys, what their mentality is. I spoke to Bardolph before we went live, and saying like, what kind of tactics are you bringing to the proceedings? And he said, there's no tactics here. They're going to go nice, loose play style. I don't think they've
does
discussed
Bardolph ever have
positions.
tactics?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Bardolph you
Well,
talked to.
no, he actually takes, believe it or not, for someone so bad, he takes it very seriously. You got to watch out for this guy. Like he likes to think he's like the tactical mastermind.
Then also the individual strategies come into play as well. How's every individual going to approach it? We're going to be playing their own game, trying to get the most kills in the expense of other people in their team.
I was thinking like it didn't mention anything about team killing in the rules. I assume it obviously deducts
Yeah.
from your kill total, but if you just killed your teammates the whole game, then they can't get kills. So even if you get like one kill to offset every team kill you get.
What is going on right now?
Yeah, you could just go
I'm
all
looking at our
individual
preview
now.
screen, and this is just unreal. It's absolutely, it's like terrifying beauty. Yeah, and so let me get
Heating up here.
Okay.
Guys, can I get a strict prediction for the first game? Henry, are they going to win it, or are the challengers going to take it?
What's the first map? Is it Cash, right? I think it is.
I'm not entirely sure yet.
If you tell me the first map, I could give you a solid prediction.
No, but
Maybe I could get
Think
that in
about
my
it,
ear. That would be fantastic,
Yeah,
and I'll let you
the first
know.
map, much easier to predict.
Overpass is the first map.
Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So Overpass, it's kind of a hybrid map, right? You can have two styles to it. You can be very tactical, you can be very aggressive. And I think if these guys start CT, they're just going to be in the faces of these guys and just rushing them, out-aiming them. The problem is, if the opposing team are very slow play style and predicting this, they could just play them out. Like it's going to be a long time on there. Like presumably we're using the new rule set, the next little bit of extra time.
Supposed to.
Yeah, I would assume so.
That's going to be kind of funny. Like they're going to hold back and then just do a full execution onto bomb sites. Maybe the pros won't have the synergy. They haven't played together before.
Synergy?
So, yeah, man.
The first game is the first game already. Always. You got to remember that when you're playing that, it can really, especially when you're playing as a mixed team and just running around,
Yeah.
it can really be hard for you.
Overpasses will be an I think it's going to set the tone for the day. We're going to see whether Bardolph can actually compete at this level. How good's Lolz1e going to be? Are the three pros going to have to carry the whole thing? Like, it's going to be interesting.
And going against teams that obviously, like you said, had to qualify to be
Yeah,
here.
they'd be
had to
decent.
Exactly. So they've got some tactics. If, let's say you say pros start CT, that's one thing. But if they start T side and they're going against a tactical team that can use Molotovs,
You
that
know
can
what's
use
coming
smokes
next.
correctly,
Martin,
can
you know
delay
what's coming
everything.
next.
So, what?
Yeah, guys, I mean, I'm seeing off screen right now what's about to happen next, and it's truly going to be
God.
something magical and majestic. And can you hear that? It's Santa's sleigh bells ringing. Santa,
God.
come on in here. You've got some missions to give the players. Here we go.
This is disturbing. What is this?
Oh God!
Oh.
The wrong person. to
Not
hug.
the Grinch,
wrong
not the
person to
Grinch.
hug. He's gonna hate Christmas even more now.
Yeah.
It's over.
Hello, sir.
What was this?
That's very creepy Christmas music as well.
He's delivering a gift.
All right,
to Bob.
Bardolph has received the mission for this first map.
Guys, got a challenge, okay? Duck hunt, everyone will buy a shotgun and yell pull in TeamSpeak whenever they fire at the enemies.
Pull as in
Like
shot, like
skeet
play
shooting,
the-
like the yeah.
Now, I guess, well, we can't buy Yeah, which round? I mean, it's the pistol round, guys. What do you want? We can't buy shotguns with the pistol round.
No, just wait for when you...
No, Parla, it's all wrong. I'm not having this. This is nonsense.
Hey, well, I'm just... Don't shoot the messenger.
Already.
All right? God damn it, this is
we
just...
should send it.
He's unhinged, he's crazy.
James
You've
is
already
out of
tilted
control.
him, guys, by all the
So
criticism.
they've got to buy a shotgun in the first gun round, and every time they fire a shot, they have to yell, "Pull!"
I like
Could be
this.
interesting.
Sounds like an average Friday night out in London, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's so. Shotgun obviously pretty viable these days, but definitely not for all 5 players. That's going to be a round they lose. I'll tell
An
you right now.
overpass. It's gonna be.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting affair. It's one of the worst map you can actually
and
hope
again,
to use
if
that
they
one
start T-side, that's even more.
Yeah.
If it's CT, at least they can like push into the bathrooms, just wait at an angle, or like get near the monster pipe. But like, you start T-side with a shotgun and overpass, it's like, oh, we have to run all the way up to the. Oh, we're dead. The only thing they're going to be pulling is their own. I don't know.
Whoa!
Take it away. I was going to say their own teeth. So what did you?
Let Marty, let Papa speak, all right? Behave
I
yourself.
think one thing that needs to be pointed out is just how confident Lolz1e seems.
Yeah, he does seem very confident, doesn't he?
He's just like.
Why shouldn't you be, man?
I don't know.
Like,
He's 14. He's
Yeah,
got
man.
everything ahead of him, and he's coming here and he's ready to wreck.
Yeah, last night when I met him, I liked how he said that. This is the thing, like, he's a really polite kid. I actually enjoyed speaking with him
One
last
funny
night
thing
over dinner.
Nancy said last night, he's actually been alive less time than
You've
Nancy's
been playing the game.
CS.
Well, I was just saying,
Like,
but it's good to see that he's got this like jokester personality already. Because like 14 years old, when I was 14, if I got put in this environment, I'd just be like, hey, hi.
Sorry for being here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Well, alive.
But before I send 2 of you off to cast the game, let's quickly clarify exactly what this mission thing is. Basically, per match, the players get 1 mission, which they have to do, and if they do the mission, they get more points. They reduce their temperature, if they do it successfully, of course. And so it kind of adds an element that we kind of spoke about before, where they could be going for that as opposed to winning and just trying to, you know, reduce their temperature as opposed to actually just winning the match. And it might cause some friction between the guys and be very exciting. You know, you guys touched upon it earlier, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be hilarious to watch. Like, there's gonna be moments during this, like, get your odd shots ready type of thing, because I think there's gonna be moments during this whole
I
thing.
don't mean to interrupt you, but there's this really up himself Swedish dude behind me saying start the game with a droning action. And since he kind of apparently runs this city,
to be fair, this is a tournament he might actually win, so I can understand
there
why
we
he'd
go.
be keen.
That's what we wanted.
ho ho ho,
Shox
Christmas
going in.
time is here. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to... Which 2 of you are casting this game?
Yeah, I was going to say,
think it's us.
how are we going this? What casting style are we going for? We're actually going to try and do it.
You're gonna do
professional game.
play-by-play, and I'm just gonna sit there.
I just think, like, are we going to try and do this? Are we going to try and break it down? We're going to try and do it as a nice, strong cast.
We'll
We're
just
gonna
figure it
kind
out.
of,
We'll play into it.
all right, cool. We'll keep it cool, yeah? Is that the name of it? Keep it
We
cool.
can do the
play it cool.
misled.
We'll play it cool.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I
There we
like
go.
that.
All right, well, guys, you can actually head off and go get ready.
Come on, you.
And get
All
your
right.
car. Can you give me my beard
Oh,
back?
take me home.
keep
I
it.
don't know what.
Keep
I
it,
want you to-
son.
okay,
Can I have
will.
my beard back, please?
Yes, you can. I'm leaving.
Yeah. All right. Well, the guys are walking off into the distance, into the nether. I'm here with Father Christmas. And before we get into the match, we've actually got some tips from the pro players.
Where is it?
Don't try to nade too much and try to headshot.
Different from map to map. I would say aggressive because as T you should play aggressive. You shouldn't be just relaxing. You should play pretty aggressive, try to get fast peaks. And as CT, it's better to play defensive sometimes because you have the USP and they have the Glocks, and in long duels you're gonna have the advantage.
If you have an aggressive guy, you should always work with someone that's more statics and still, so you can always help each other out if something goes, you know, complete chaos during the round and so on.
I think it's more about confidence. Like taking a peek and just getting a quick one tap is just going to change the round.
All right. I think we're into this, Henry. I think we're ready. Get right. The man who wanted the game to start. He's ready to go.
Everyone's ready to go. We've got Maikelele, Shoxy, Get Right, Lolz1e, Bardolph. What's the name of the first team they're going against? We know?
I actually don't know. They didn't actually tell us that. It was on screen at one point, but they haven't given us anything to
just
go
to
off of,
just to reiterate to people, these guys won an online qualifier. They're an actual team, so they're going to be half decent. Don't expect them to get absolutely run over here. I think the pros could actually have a little bit of their work cut out for them going forward in this one. So it's going to be an interesting affair. It's definitely going to be a competitive game, and not as there's a lot on the line, right? Like $2,000 for one map. That's all you have to win.
Yeah.
So these guys will be trying their hardest. Not that they're going to be going in for fun. They want to win that money.
Yeah, absolutely. For a chance for, you know, I say this with, you know, admiration, a no-name team, an unknown team that doesn't at tournaments. To win any money is awesome.
Absolutely.
Like, are you kidding? You're gonna give me a chance to play for 2,000? Not to mention you've thrown this like wrench in the normal system where these guys are gonna be running around being ridiculous sometimes. Like, I think it's gonna be, like I said just when we left the couch, I think get your odd shots ready. There's gonna be some hilarious moments this weekend. But I dare say that these guys will have fun up until the point when they're like, wait, we have to win. And then I want to see if they can actually pull it together.
Well, yeah, it's the whole thing. Like, they want to give money to their charity as well. They need to make sure they do a good performance. There is $2,000 on the line for the online team, $5,000 for the charities on the line for these guys. So they can have fun to an extent, but obviously they want to win that money and make sure it's going to where they want it to go. So it's going to be... we've got 5 maps coming today, and
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually end up losing more than they win. I think they might actually lose 3 games.
Possible. I think they could lose at least 1 or 2. I don't know about 3.
I reckon I'm calling 3, dude. Like, these guys are very good, obviously, but isn't like when you've got 3 very good players and then you're getting completely wrecked by just like slow play and strategy coming in.
I think if they're gonna lose, they're gonna lose early. By the end of the day, like they'll probably be like, okay, we need to slow it. Oh, I like this. They're so far away that everyone gets hung out to dry for high fives today. It's fine. No one wants to high five.
So the player I want to watch the most, obviously, Bardolph. The guy who has driven me insane in matchmaking and Facer. This is a bit of payback. I get to watch him.
Is he worse than playing with me?
It actually is. He might be one of the worst actual
At least
individual
I tried,
performers I've ever
like
played
this.
with. Like,
I just want to point out, by the way, that like spaceship-looking thing behind the laptop, that's part of the water cooling system for anyone who's...
so that means that's like the dock, right? You
Yeah,
put it in
it's
there, and
super
it
cool.
like does the overclocking, it does the water cooling, so it means that you have a nice, reliable system, and you can overclock it the maximum FPS, which is what we all want that.
Yeah, yeah,
CS.
no, and like I said, these guys are streaming off of them as well as playing off
Yeah,
of
so
them.
they're
Doing everything
streaming,
today.
playing CS is obviously a competitive level, so the guys seem very happy with their laptops, and
That thing slaughters my PC at home, to be honest, so...
well, they're
Doesn't
normally
say
playing,
much.
what, like Rocket League or something?
No.
Or H1Z on?
No.
You play some
Usually
CS?
Minecraft.
Minecraft first.
Yeah. Minecraft.
That's very good.
And RuneScape.
Yeah, perfect.
Sometimes I play solitaire with my mom.
Okay, so
Yahtzee with my dad.
first map is going to be Overpass. Like, we broke it down a little bit on the coach there. Obviously, this is probably the worst map I think these guys could start it on. Like, if they'd had a cash or a dust 2, just get warmed up, that would have been perfect. But